So, how did you like wrestling this week?
It was okay. I expected like a shit show, like the whole fucking week. But it was alright. Raw's typical shit show. So.
Oh, so then we watched two totally different shows all week. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because this week fucking sucked for me.
The whole week?
Whole week.
Okay.
Nothing was like, oh my god, this is so awesome.
I mean, nothing was awesome. I'm not saying that.
I don't know if I'm broken or like something is wrong. I'm jaded. I don't know what's happening. Like I was not happy with this week. I didn't feel it. I'm contemplating quitting the podcast. I'm contemplating quitting wrestling. It's that bad. It's just that bad. It's just that terrible. It's just that fucked up. Like it just doesn't have the feeling. Like I don't know. It's probably just me. Because nothing is right in my life, but like wrestling just was supposed to be the thing that's good, and just nothing's good in wrestling. Like nothing's good in wrestling.
Like even that's helping you. I understand.
It fucking sucked. Fucking sucked. Everything fucking sucked. There was nothing good on no shows. I mean, like here and there, just like, yeah, well, this is okay, but it was okay due to circumstances of nothing. Like fucking NXT.
Okay.
How the fuck was I supposed to enjoy NXT? How? Like how? Like what? In God's green earth, what makes you think that I'm supposed to enjoy NXT? Like after all of the firings and after all of this talk about it being just like shut down and like all of this different crap, how am I supposed to enjoy this? Like, in what universe am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, I fucking like it? What am I supposed to do? Like how am I supposed to feel? Like, how am I supposed to walk into this going, yo, I like this, when I can't even get invested in anybody because I don't know if anybody's going to stay around because I don't know when the next rounds of cuts are coming and they're just going to fucking yeet somebody off of fucking NXT and they're gone. Like, what do I do then? Like, it's just fucking, like, there's no reason to get in, there's no reason to connect to anybody. Like, it's just like, I don't know why I was even watching. It's just like, it didn't even feel good. And the point was, and another thing was, Beth tweeted on Monday, she tweeted NXT. And everybody's like, oh my God, no, hope she didn't get cut. And I'm like, let's see if she shows up. And they're like, Beth's on vacation. I'm like, dude, come on. Like that, come on. Like, come on, that doesn't even sit right. Like nothing in that sits right. It's like, I didn't feel any of it. And then they started off the fucking show where it was like, you put your fucking ridiculous situation where it was like, there's no win in this. There was no win. It was Saray versus Dakota Kai. It's literally like, Saray is undefeated. Supposed to be building her up for some great thing eventually. Dakota Kai is the next challenger for the championship. Who the fuck is supposed to win it?
Exactly. Like, it was kind of like, damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. Either way, you're fucked.
Yeah, and you know what would have been simple? How to get out of this? Give them two different opponents.
Yeah.
It was that easy. It was that easy. But maybe they're just on the same brain that I'm thinking of the same way, just like, we don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to say fuck it and just go with this. But it's just so stupid. And then also, how are we supposed to take Dakota Kai seriously when on main event he uses the fucking Aaliyah? Aaliyah? What the fuck are we supposed to do about that? Like, how are we supposed to feel like, oh my God, she's so cool and she's going to be a great challenger? You also Aaliyah. And if you say, oh my God, main event, nobody watches. Dude, you can literally just go on fucking WWE or Peacock or whatever the fuck it is And it's right there. Dakota Kai versus Aaliyah. Dakota Kai loses. How the fuck are we supposed to care? And then she goes into this match with Sarray, and it's like, okay, she can't lose again. But they make her win because they have to build her up for the fucking Raquel Gonzalez, and like, but then you just beat Sarray, who's undefeated, and it's just like, why? It was so dumb.
That could have been done better. You're right.
And then we get Raquel Gonzalez coming on, and she's like, "Yo, I'm gonna beat your ass." Okay. So then we get a date with my daughter, which in hindsight, it makes it way funnier than it was already supposed to be. Even though, like, it doesn't matter because, like, last week, Dexter Lumis lost, so he's not supposed to be dating her, but they decided, fuck it, we're going to let her date her. So there's no reason for that match and no reason for him to lose, so none of that meant to happen, so it was like, fuck it. But yeah, that happened. So.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to say something. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that whole fucking thing. It was better than the side thing they were doing last week. That's the one part I liked about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because like one thing in there that just like stands out and like was really fucking hilarious is like given the circumstances of 2020, like hindsight, it's like Candice LeRae goes in the bathroom and tells Indy, "Do you have protection?" And Indy's like, "Yeah, look at me, I'm strong, I can beat him down." Now I know you're like, "Oh, well, that's a funny joke." No, there's an actual funnier underlying joke in there. She asked Indy, "Do you have protection?" But Candice LeRae is pregnant by Johnny Gargano, which is a congratulations to both of them. Like, that's what makes the joke even funnier. Like, you just said, "Do you have protection?" "I'm pregnant." But, well, then you wasn't using protection, so why did you tell her? Well,
exactly. Yeah. Bad fake mom.
Yeah. So that was a thing. Yes. And everybody is extremely excited and happy that they're having a bubby.
Yeah. Baby wrestling.
Yes. And NXT Twitter actually sent out something that I was uncomfortable with. Because they're like, the CWC in 2041, baby wrestling. It's like, first off, if you're still in the CWC in 2041, they need to burn that place to the ground. If you're still if you're still there in 2021, 41, burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
Second of all, you don't even know if you're gonna be around in 2 years. You can't even tweet no shit like that. Like that was just depressing as fuck. Like, why would you tweet that? Like, no, we're trying to make a joke. No, you're not trying to make a joke when you barely alive. Like, you're fucking clinging on for fucking life on life support, and they're about to pull the plug on you. But it's fine. It's fine. So Ilya Dragunov comes out, and half of the crowd doesn't fucking know who this guy is. The other crowd is like, "Oh shit, I know who this dude is." And he's cutting his promo, and for some reason he loses his accent, and like he's more American than like he was before. And it's like, dude, you're German, and like, how did you do that? But okay. So he's talking about fighting Walter, and like all of a sudden Pete Dunne comes out and like, I can beat your ass, and I can probably beat Walter's ass. So he's like, well, let's wrestle later. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a great match. Fine, perfect. Like, I'm all for it because I want to see the match. I'm like, they never wrestled before on WWE TV. Fine, great. Then we get L.A. Drake. He has a match against one of the dudes from the tournament of losers or whatever. He beats him, and then he tries to get Cameron Grimes and shine his shoes. $1 Million Man comes out. $1 Million Man's talking to him. And I swear to God, like, I don't know if $1 Million Man even said anything remotely close to normal, because it just seemed like babble, and he just kept stopping, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. And it's like, okay, no, we know what's going on, but like, you didn't tell us nothing because you didn't say anything out your mouth because you forgot what you were supposed to say.
Yeah, so, he pointed it out, like he got lost at one point.
Yeah. So basically, Cameron Grimes is going to face LA Knight again for the $1 Million title. But if LA Knight wins, $1 Million Man becomes his butler. Okay. Well, whatever. Don't care. So earlier in the night, I was thinking of Gigi Dolan because I'm like, I haven't seen her, and I wonder if she's going to be on the chopping block. Well, she showed up, her and the girl from last week, and they're wrestling. And I'm like, oh, well, they actually remembered her because they're going to do the thing with Mandy, but also at the same time, she works at NXT, and NXT is a killing field. So, you know, you never know what's going to happen. So Gigi Dolan wins with like this cool ass finisher, which is what is it? Goddamn. I've seen it before. It's an abdominal stretch bomb, and she gets a 1, 2, 3. Dope. So I'm glad she wrestled and people care about her. Yeah. Hopefully they don't fucking eat her out the fucking NXT like everybody else. What? So then we go to Indy and Dexter on a fucking date. And Candace gets caught trying to spy on the date and trying to tell them what's up. And then, yeah, whatever. Then we get Adam Cole. He comes out, bunch of fucking, what are they called? Security guards, whatever. And Regal's there. And then Kyle O'Reilly comes out. And they're talking. And Regal, once you get to a point in the feud, they just go, fuck it, we're just going to give you 3 stages of hell. The first of all is regular wrestling match, second is street fight, third is a steel cage. I swear to God, no one fucking understands that you can literally do whatever you want in picking a fucking 3 stages of hell. You can pick what you want. It's not like predetermined. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't.
Seems predetermined at this point because it's usually those 3.
Yes, and it's like literally fucking Triple H and Stone Cold. It's like repetitive. Like you just keep doing the same thing. You can pick what you want. Like you can make any type of match. Like you could pick a submission match, or this match, or that match. It doesn't fucking matter. Like you just fucking go with this dumb predetermined bullshit. I don't get it.
Yeah. And it's usually the one that doesn't fit that particular match because you would think Adam Cole would have picked the free fight, but he picked the regular one. And then vice versa. Like, Kyle O'Reilly picked the street fight instead of the regular match.
No, because that's completely perfect because that's exactly what you would think that they would pick. Because it always dictates on what matches they had before. And the person who lost the match usually picks the match that they lost in. It's so mental psychotic because it's like Kyle O'Reilly lost in a regular wrestling match. So that's why Kyle O'Reilly was like, I want a regular wrestling match. Because he wants his win back. Mm-hmm. Adam Cole lost in a street fight. He's picked a street fight because he's like, I want my win back in a street fight. So they both picked matches that they lost in, and it's like, okay, this is why we did it. And it's like it's just so simple. It's basically like WWE booking mathematics. That's how it goes. Because for some reason they feel like you have to get your win back in that type of match because, hey, I can beat you in the style that you beat me in. And like to me, it makes sense a little bit, but once you've seen it done 1,050,000 times, it's like, you don't want to see it done again. You want something new and different and fresh and original. Like that's what you
Looking for dummies, basically.
Yeah, no, this is booking for idiots. Like complete idiots. And then we get Timmy Thatcher wanting to face fucking Ridge Holland. We get Imperium doing an Imperium thing. Right after I asked Renegade, where the hell is MSK? They show up and they challenge Imperium and said, hey, we're going to give you a tag team title match. It's MSK all night, all day. All right.
That was kind of funny, like right after you asked about them.
Yep. So the tournament is still going on and it's happening. Who cares? Odyssey Jones beat Trey Baxter, but like, yeah, who cares? I don't expect Odyssey Jones to be like on fucking NXT for long. He'll probably get called up to the main roster. He wrestled on fucking main event, so that was a thing. I don't even know what this is even here for. So then Regal comes out and said, hey, Kushida versus Roderick Strong next week for the Cruiserweight Championship. Yeah, all right, whatever. Who cares? So then we have Boa versus Drake Maverick. And the lady from the commercial was out there. She blew some metal in Drake's lungs, and that's how he lost.
Metal in your lungs.
Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't care at any point. Then we had another Johnny and them talking, and Johnny put a cake in Dexter's face, and Indy licked it off, and well, it went black because it's like, oh, it's too X-rated. We'll go back to this. Like, oh, okay, who cares? So then we have Dragunov versus Pete Dunne. Really good match. Really good match until Volker stepped out there. And Volker stepped out and Dragunov gets distracted. And all of a sudden, Pete Dunne hits the bitter end. And Pete Dunne beats the number one contender for Walter's title for no reason other than Walter fucking distracting him. Which is idiotic. Completely idiotic. Completely idiotic. It's just the dumbest fucking shit. Dumb shit. Dumb.
Could Pete Dunne eventually be going back for that title? I doubt it, but you know. No, not at all. Oh, okay.
It's just the idiocy of NXT right now. Just like, I don't know if they even care about booking anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even gonna speculate. I don't care. Like, we know all the rumors and shit. We know what's happening. I don't care. Don't care. I don't care. So, seeing this floating around the internet, and I don't know how I feel about it, so I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
So somebody is comparing Seth Rollins to Bret Hart and saying Seth Rollins is a modern day Bret Hart. What's your take on it?
He's more, I would say, more of a Shawn wrestling style.
Okay.
Like, I don't see like the comparison. Maybe I'm blind to that, but I don't see it.
There is no comparison. There's no comparison.
Okay.
Like, there's no comparison to nobody. Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins, and I'm not saying, oh, well, Seth Rollins is. He could be. No. Don't compare him to anybody. He's not like anybody. Not like he's so great. Oh my God, he's so great. No, it's not that he's great. It's these greats that you're comparing him to are way beyond him. So none of that even matters. So like, you trying to compare him to somebody is like comparing Jesus to Baby Yoda. Not the same person. Not the same person. One is fun to look at and one does some cool shit, but He's not Jesus. Jesus is like, he died for people. Baby Yoda is just there just because we couldn't figure out anything else to do. We just made a fucking baby. And now we can't get rid of him because everybody thinks he's so goddamn cute. That's it. That's all. That's what Seth Rollins is. A baby that got created for no reason and everybody thinks he's so goddamn cute. That's what he is. So, there. That's my take on it.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a thing. So, Raw was abysmal as usual. And it started out with Randy Orton and everybody's cheering Randy Orton. And they're glad to see him and his mustache. And they're so happy he's back. Randy's talking about he's glad to be back, and Riddle comes out. And Riddle's telling him he missed him and he loves him. And he wants to be around him and he just wants him inside of him. And he just can't wait to see him undress in front of him again. And yeah, and all of that stuff. And then AJ Styles came out and said, hey, I love this group sex too. And AJ said, I want some of this later on. And the announcer said, oh my God, it's a WrestleMania-worthy main event. It's like, Jesus Christ, they were in fucking WrestleMania. Like, how many times do we have to see this bullshit? I don't get it. Don't fucking get it.
And every time they wrestle, you point that out.
Dude, every time I wrestle, they point it out. It's never fucking different. I can't stand that. Like, every time they fucking point it out. It's like, why? Like, we know. We fucking get it. We got it, dude. We fucking got it, all right?
No, but I don't think they ever said that they actually wrestled before. They just said it's a WrestleMania caliber thing.
Yeah, and it's like...
Where you remember they wrestled at WrestleMania.
I just want them to stop bringing it up. Like, just please stop bringing it up.
Yeah. Have a new match.
Yeah, like sometimes it's just like you don't need that. So then we had Drew McIntyre with Bartender Cabron. And I know you're like, wait, Bartender Cabron is on SmackDown. What is he doing here? Well, apparently they reenacted the bullshit. You could go wherever you want, quarterly, stuff. But here's a little twist catch with the bartender situation. He's broke, so apparently Jinder hired him to face Drew McIntyre. And if he beats him, he'll pay him. Okay, well, that's crazy. But the match ended when Drew started to feel sorry for him, and Drew was like, yo, how much money do you need to get out of that? He goes, 100,000. Drew's like, why don't you make it 200,000? I want to make it 300,000. And like, soon as he said 200,000, I'm like, I know exactly where this is going. This is fucked up. And then he did the countdown and just Claymore kicked the fucking shit out of him. And that was over. I was like, dude, you should have seen that coming. We start naming numbers. What the fuck? So
kind of funny. I kind of feel bad for him though at this point. Like, it's getting worse and worse for him.
No, you know when I actually feel bad for him?
Mm-hmm.
When he's fired. For real. And not even joking. Like, that literally could be a thing. That could be an actual thing. So I'll feel sorry for him in 2 months. See, that's how I feel about WWE right now. And it's this thing going around, and I don't fucking understand it. All right. So everybody is calling WWE a jail. It's like, okay, because they lock you down and they strip everything from you and they make you do this, and it's like you're in jail. I'm like, all right, I understand where you're coming from on that side of the thing. And then people, because like once you hate on one thing, you got to get hate from the other side. So they're like, hey, no, fam. Well, AEW is a mental facility. If this is, I'm like, no, it's to the point where people have to just start just getting beat up. Like, I'm sorry. We just had to start bullying people. Like this. I'm sorry. We just had to bully people. Like I know it's wrong, and I know we're not supposed to, but we just gotta bully people. Like this war has gone on way too long, and it's getting worse. We just gotta start bullying people because like a lot of them are just regular nerds. I don't mean like nerds are just like cool shit like anime, comic books, and like tech. No, because those are the cool motherfuckers that's getting pussy. Because I know because I like all of that shit, and I also get pussy. So like that's what that is. It's like those aren't nerds anymore. Nerds are these fucking weebs that fucking only love wrestling and stats and bullshit and all of that, complaining about it and hating on the other companies and talking shit online and doing all that. Them weebs need to get bullied. Need to get fucking bullied. Somebody needs to just knock on their fucking door and fucking smack the shit out of them. They need to get bullied. They need to get fucking bullied.
Smack. Fuck that shit. Like dead square in their fucking jaw. Like punch them. Knock them the fuck out.
You need to bully these people. Like if you're like, cause okay, you're a listener to us. I don't know what you are, cause you might be one of them fucking weebs. You might actually be a fucking cool ass person. If you're a weeb, knock that dumb shit off. If you're a cool ass person, bully the weebs. And I don't mean the fucking anime weebs. I mean wrestling weebs. Bully them. Fuck, like get the motherfuckers that get fucking normalized. This shit is ridiculous. Like this is fucking pissing me off. Back to Raw, which is always pisses me off. So it was Jeffrey Nero Hardy versus Karrion Killer Cross. Yeah, I gave him my middle name. You're not gonna stop me. So they're having him, and then Cross chokes him out, and it's like, oh, that's over. I'm like, well, what's the point there? Like, what is the point? Like, there's no point now. No point. At all. So then we get Eva Marie versus Alexa Bliss. Well, then it was actually Doudrop versus Alexa Bliss. And they're having a match. Doudrop sees the little thing blink at her, and she gets scared. She's like, and she loses the match. And I'm like, oh, this is so bad. So we get Sheamus with a championship contender match versus Ricochet. I feel like we've reported on this match on a podcast more than 10 times. More than 10 times.
Much more than that.
And of course, Sheamus wins. Damian Priest comes out, and then Morrison comes out. So for the 97th million times, it's Priest Morrison. Priest beats Morrison, and then he attacks the Miz. Miz gets up and runs, and I start crying immediately because it's like, oh my God, the Miz is healed. Oh my God, the Miz is healed. He's healed. And he ran off, and I immediately knew exactly what was going on. They're going to go back to Miz versus Priest once Priest wins the U.S. title, and we're going to have more of Miz and Damian Priest. Dude, like, not even gonna lie. Since fucking January, he's been tied to fucking Miz. Him and Miz and Morrison have been tied together since January. We're almost at the end of 2021. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. So fucked.
Like, part of me felt like it even before that a little bit, but yeah.
It's so fucked. So then we have Mustafa Ali and Mansoor. Mansoor gives Mustafa a jacket, and he's like, hey man, I have a jacket for you. It's cool. It looks dope, right? It's really awesome. It's really cool. He gives him a jacket, and it's like the first thing I'm thinking is, bro, he's gonna fucking murder you one day. Like, he's gonna murder you. So then it's Ali versus Tabar. And Ali is in there and he's fighting Tabar. And it's like, okay, is he gonna win? Is he gonna win? No, he loses. And then they fucking double team him. Mansoor comes in. It's like, okay, whatever. So then we get a backstage segment with Reginald. And he's taking pictures, and then he gets attacked by Truth and Tozawa. Reginald does a bunch of flips. He flips all over the place. Flips over here, flips over there, flips over there. He flips over this thing, and it just runs. It's like, the flips and shit is cool and all, but like, I don't care. I really don't care. Don't care. So then we get the almighty Bob Lash. Bob Lash comes out, talks about what he's going to do to Goldberg. Well, he doesn't talk. You know, MVP talks, and MVP's like, Goldberg, your son is going to watch you get beat. You're going to cry. And I'm going to say stuff, and you're going to cry again. And words and things. And I just said, you know what, fuck this. And that's what I said, because I didn't pay attention after that, so I don't know what happened. So then we had Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Ashcroft. So Nikki has her ribs taped up, and Rhea's just beating the shit out of her. And don't you know the damnedest thing happened? Charlotte shows up, and Charlotte attacks both of them. And it's like, what is the point anymore? What's the point? Like, there's no point anymore, right? Like, we should just cancel the whole thing. And after SummerSlam, trust me, they're still gonna keep going with this dumb shit. Whatever. Don't care. So we get Elias, and Elias rolls the guitar in the fire and said, Elias is dead. And the first thing I thought was, oh no, you're definitely right. You are dead. Because the guitar and the music was the only thing cool about you. So now that you killed that, you're dead. Like, there's nothing that's gonna make you cool. You're dead. You're done. Yeah.
Pretty much dead, you're right.
Yeah. So then we get Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. It was an okay match, not a good match. It was an okay match. Randy winds up winning, set up the tag team match. Riddle comes out, and Riddle's like, hug me, bro. Hug me. He gives him a hug. And then, of course, Randy RKO's him. Oh my God. Okay. Well,
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, exactly. That was just a thing. Whatever. NXT UK. This episode is, I swear to God, like, they just, when they make a filler episode, they make a real fucking filler episode. This was just a filler episode. Like, Amel fought Nina Samuels, which was a good match, I think. It was a good match.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was good. Stevie Turner challenged Miko Satomura for next week, so that's a thing. Pretty Daly's going to take on Mustache Mountain for next week. Noam Dar advanced to the next round of the tournament. It wasn't bad. It just was like a filler episode where nothing really cool happened. Like, nothing really cool happened. It just fucking happened. Like, it just was there. Like, I didn't get it.
Were the matches good at least?
No.
No? Okay.
So then we go to Dynamite. So, all right, so when people were making up the E-Drone things and they were talking about it, somehow, some way they decided, we need a name for the AEW peeps, and they said AEW sexual. And I was baffled by this because it's like, I don't know if that's like, are the AEW folks getting sexual, or like the AEW folks like their own gender? Like what? Like I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I don't get it. Like, or do they just get like fucking turned on for AEW? I'm not sure. I'm lost by this term, and this term just weirds me out. I'm just confused. I'm baffled and confused. Like, if you were going to insult them, like, you couldn't think of anything else to fucking come up with. Like, E-drones like fit perfectly for the WWE Saints because they're drones. Like, they're just programmed to do this one thing. Like I guess the AEW sexuals mean they get turned on for AEW. I don't know. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Like, if it was explained to me, maybe I could have a little bit of a grasp to it. Like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. Or like, I don't know. I don't get it. And like, it's like you reach for something that you really wanted to like turn to like bad, and it turned to pure confusion. Even the fucking AEW fans was like, yo, we're gonna embrace this. Like, I don't even know what you're embracing. Like, I'm not sure what's going on. Like, what are you embracing? Like, do you know? Because I don't know. They're like, we're embracing this. We're making up shirts. Like, for what? You don't know what this is. You don't, like, it's supposed to be bad, but you don't know why it is what it is. What are you doing? And they just said fuck it and embrace it. And I'm just like, I'm confused. Like, I'm more confused.
First time I heard it, like, I'm like, okay, like, I guess we go with it, but it just sounds weird. E-drone, like, that's like a perfect insult.
Yeah, and it's like AEW sexual is just like it just is so bad. It's like you can tell how like some of these not ECW, fucking WWE fans are just like broken to the point where they can't even come up with an insult, and like that's like that basically just calls you out for being fucking weebs. It's like, you're a fucking weeb. You can't even fucking think of a good ass insult for them. Like, fuck, like, this is so bad. And then the fucking AEW fans and weebs too, because they're like, we're embracing it. You don't know what it is. Like, both of you just fucking jackasses, because you're like, you don't know what it is. You don't know why you made it. None of it is cool. You're both jackasses and seem like the biggest idiots in the fucking universe. This is good for you. Good for you guys. I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Go Impact for not having a name for your fans.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I know. So the show starts off with MJF eating an apple and Wardlow standing there, and I don't know why my brain just went right to the thing, and it's like, he's eating an apple. Carlito's coming. And then my brain was like, you idiot, why would Carlito show up in AEW? Good question. That was a good question. It was like, that's a really good question. Why would he be there? That is very confusing.
To my knowledge, he has nothing to do with Jericho either, like in their storyline. So.
Yeah, he doesn't. So after MJF ate a little bit of the apple, he gave it to Wardlow, and Wardlow crushed the apple because he was angry because MJF said some shit about him. I'm like, okay, all right, that's not cool. So it starts 6-man. The Elite, Kenny and the Bucks versus the Seidel brothers and Dante Martin. Now, so everybody losing their fucking minds over how good Dante Martin is. And I'm literally just throwing shit at the wall and just fucking breaking things and getting angry. I know somebody out there is like, why? Because you hate Dante Martin? You hate that he's getting love? No, I hate the fact that fucking 12 podcasts ago, I was fucking raving about Dante Martin as a solo artist, going, oh my God, Dante Martin is so great. Dante Martin is so great. Dude, Dante Martin is going to be a fucking star. And fucking none of you was like, oh my God, you're right. Everybody's like, whatever. Fucking, he wrestles in a fucking 6-man. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's so good. Why have nobody ever said this? Like, bitch, I've said this. I fucking said this.
10 minutes, brother.
No, him solo.
No, but his brother's good too, though.
So then we get Matt and Nick, or Matt and James, or Matt and whatever. Mike. Don't know my name, so don't fucking quote. So they have this match. There's a lot of stuff where everybody's like, oh my God, this is so great. This is so great. And I just, halfway through the match, I just wanted to give up on life. And I was just like, yeah. So that happened. It was one thing that stood out to me in this fucking match, and nobody else called it out, so I might be crazy for this one thing. There was a point where, like, the camera had cut to a certain spot where you can see up in a balcony, and, like, all the way up in the balcony, there was a dude there. There was a dude in a fucking suit that was standing there. And it was like, am I fucking crazy? Am I the only one seeing this? And apparently I was the only one seeing this because it was a fucking dude that, like, if you were watching, he was literally just, like, hovering over the match, like, all the way in the balcony. It's like, dude, like, who the fuck is that? And nobody pointed it out. Nobody said anything. He just was there. And after the match, he was gone. Like, who the fuck was that? It was so fucking odd.
Understand.
Yeah, it was fucking odd to me. So the Bucks hit the BTV trigger, which is all three of them kneeing the shit out of Dante Martin and killed him. So they're in the ring. Like, I swear to God, this fucking part of the segment was the worst thing that they've done their whole entire AEW career. And I mean AEW as a whole. Not just, like, AEW in a fucking whole. This segment was the worst thing. Because you have Don Callis out there. Don Callis is talking. Then you have Christian come out. So Christian is coming out. And as Christian is coming out, his music cuts off, and then all of a sudden, Jurassic Express come out. You're like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, all of that is fine. So then they go right to commercial. Okay, you're like, all right, well, that's also fine. They get in a ring, and they start all over again. You're like, wait, what? What are you doing? Like, you guys were already there. What happened? Why are we starting over? Why does this seem so weird? Then you have Don Callis and them, like, they're fucking up their fucking words, what they're supposed to be saying, to the point where they started chanting CM Punk, and it's like, okay, we know you want CM Punk to face Kenny, but that's not what's happening. So like, everything about this started to get weird, because it just seemed like everything was off at this whole entire part, and it just kept getting weirder and weirder. So Christian is going to fight Kenny for the AEW title at All Out, but Christian said, I'm going to fight for the Impact title on Rampage. And it's like, okay, cool. That's a thing. This is where it gets interesting. Because Christian leaves. They're playing Christian's music. Christian tells them to stop the music. Like, cut the music off. Don Callis has more to say. Don shuts the fuck up. They start playing the music again. Jungle Boy's like, hey, cut the music. I have something to say now. And Jungle Boy's like, hey, Bucks, we're challenging you for the tag titles. It's like, dude, why is this whole thing so, like, scuffed? Like, what are you guys doing? It's scuffed. It just like pissed me off. It was like, why? Like, it's just like the worst thing you guys did ever. Like, it just kept getting worse and worse. Worse.
They seemed to know what they were doing.
Yeah, apparently. So, Malaklik back said, "Hey, Cody, I killed you. Also, I have your boot. So you're 1 foot in the grave, and I'm gonna put the other foot in. Haha. Okay. Whatever. Like, we know that you're gonna have a match with him when he comes back, but it's like, do we really care? Like, no, I don't care.
I don't know.
And this is the thing, when I feel like him and Andrade are shiny new toys to the AEW universe, and already their shininess has worn off. Just saying. So
yeah, especially Andrade, because they hyped him up so much.
Yes. So then we get a Miro promo. Miro is talking about, I want to challenge people, and the winners, they get the belt in the contract. So I'm challenging Fuego del Sol or Rampage. And it's like, okay. No. This came out. Like, that came out, that was there, and it was like, okay, that's going to be cool. So Bronson Reed tweeted out subliminally, "Give me Miro." And when he tweeted it out, he tweeted out a bunch of words, and just like all capital letters like led to "Give me Miro." Now, 90% of the people who were looking at Bronson Reed's Twitter was like, "What? What does that mean?" I was just immediately on it. Like, as soon as I seen it, I was like, "Yes, finally!" I just tweeted "finally," and everybody else was like, "What?" It took journalists a day and a half to fucking realize what he tweeted out was like, "Yeah, this would be so dope," and it's like, and it was funny because like one certain journalist was like, "Oh my god, he said he wanted to fight Miro," and as soon as he said that, all of these other fucking journalists or quote unquote YouTube journalists goes, "Bronson Reed wants to face Miro." It's like, bro, like, why? Like when I fucking responded to Jonah Rock saying he wants to fight Miro, everybody's like, we don't get it. One fucking weird ass journalist goes, "Oh, I get it. I found it out." Days later, and fucking YouTube goes crazy. "Oh my gosh, this is a thing." It's like, come on, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So then we have Daniel Garcia versus Darby Allin. Good match. I actually like this Daniel Garcia Red Death dude. He's pretty dope. Also, he teams up with 2.0, so that's an extra plus.
2.0 rules.
Yeah. And during the match, you said, "Oh, so what is it going to be, 2.0 versus Sting and Darby?" And I said, no. Well, I was wrong because it's going to be 2.0 versus Sting and Darby next week on Dynamite.
And I feel bad.
Yeah. But Darby beat Daniel Garcia. And that's not the end of Daniel Garcia, because Daniel Garcia will be around for a while, probably turn into a little something. So that's good on him. I'm glad for that. Yeah. So that was a thing. Then we get Pac in the Death Triangle. And they're talking. And they're like, "Hey, we want to fight Andrade." Pac's like, "No, fam, I'm going to fight Andrade." So he's like, all right. And I'm like, automatically, as soon as they're done that promo, I just was like, all out is Pac versus Andrade and Young Bucks versus Penta and Phoenix. And they already announced that it's Andrade versus Pac, and next week they're going to announce Penta and Phoenix versus the Young Bucks. And it's funny because I said that and no one bit again because no one fucking pays attention. And they're like, "No, it's not gonna happen." And then fucking journalist goes, "It could happen." And they're like, oh my god, it could happen. It's like, you just told me no. But like this motherfucker says, it's like, yeah. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. So we get the Best Friends Extra Edition, the DLC, with Yuta, Wheeler Yuta. And Wheeler Yuta has been a big name this week in the fucking wrestling community because the rumors of Wheeler Yuta are really strong. So Wheeler Yuta was supposed to get signed to NXT. Everybody was like, oh, he's getting signed to NXT. He's doing tryouts. Everybody was vouching for him. Everybody said, yo, he needs to get signed. This, that, and that, third. WWE said, nah, fam. What do you mean? Nah. So they was like, wait, do you not like him? He just was like, nah. So once that happened, everybody's like, wait, why the fuck did that happen? And then somebody fucking asked the question, was like, why did you not hire Wheeler Yuta? Like, everybody wants him. He's been on every TV. Why did you not hire him? And someone said, well, there's no reason to hire him right now. What do you mean there's no reason to hire him right now? Okay. And you know what came about not hiring Wheeler Yuta? I don't know. The destruction of NXT. Like, all of this came down because of what happened with the Wheeler Yuta situation. Because Wheeler Yuta should have been signed, but somebody seen the fuck up and was like, what's going on there? Why did y'all not sign him? Oh, so y'all don't want to sign him? Okay, well, we're just going to start firing people. And it just led to this big spiral out of control with, like, The Office and NXT and all of this bullshit. It's like, why? And then it comes to find out that the person didn't want to hire Wheeler Yuta because they knew this was coming. It was like, nah, fam, we know this was coming, so that's why we didn't hire him. There's no reason to hire the kid when we don't know what the fuck is about to happen with the company. So that's the thing. It's like,
that's a good point.
It was like, oh, well, that makes sense. But at the same time, they should have fucking hired him. But fuck it, whatever. He's on fucking AEW. He's with the Best Friends. That's good. Not mad at that. So the Best Friends DLC faces the Hardy Office Compound Joint Party, whatever they are. Don't care. So it's like 97 people with the Hardys. It's just the Best Friends. So they're out there with Chris Statlander. In the middle of the match, she just gets attacked by fucking Nyla Rose. She fucks her up. The Hardy Party Dance crew lost to the Best Friends DLC. And that was cool. No. I mean, the Hardy Party beat the DLC because they fucked up. I fucked up that one. I fucked up. So then we get Andrade saying, Pac, I accept your challenge. And I'm going to fight you one day. That's the thing. We get more of Prod and Powerful talking about FTR, and they're going to fuck them up. That's going to happen eventually. Whatever. We get Chris Statlander versus Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose fucked Chris Statlander up in one of them fucking moves. Chris Statlander did a fucking handstand walking in the middle of the ring. Nyla Rose speared the living shit out of her. Yeah. But Nyla Rose lost. Chris Statlander wins. Chris Statlander will probably challenge Britt Baker at All Out. So that's the thing. We have another basketball segment with the Young Bucks, but they get denied by whatever his fucking name is, Lucha House Dragonsaurus and Jungle Boy. So they They block the ball, they slam dunk it. It's cool, whatever. So yeah, it was a basketball reference still going on. So we get Britt Baker out there. She's out there, and the whole entire home crowd, her Pittsburgh team, just yelling and swinging the terrible towels. Just cool. But before she could finish her promo, she gets tackled by Red Velvet. It's like, oh, why did you do that? That's weird. So then we get Ricky Starks, and he's saying he's going to beat the shit out of Brian Cage. And they have a little promo off, and Hook does the cutthroat, which is funny. Then we have the Dark Order, Grayson and Uno. And the story behind this is the rest of the Dark Order didn't want to come out with Grayson and Uno because of the Hangman Page situation. They're like, hey, he really needed us. Why didn't we go out there? And Uno and Grayson are like, dude, he told us to stay back. We respected his orders. And the rest of the Dark Order is like, no, fam, we should all be a family. And it's like, no, we should respect his orders. And that's why they're having a little dispute. But Grayson and Uno fought Gallows and Anderson. So Gallows and Anderson had fucking Brand Cutler, and Cole Cabana was out there with the Dark Order. One of the funniest things I've seen was Brandon Cutler get punched directly in the face by Cole Cabana. That was the funniest thing.
Wow, he's wearing that face guard.
Yes, loved it. All of it.
Yeah.
That's how you punch somebody in the face, Ricochet, instead of jumping into them head first and getting knocked out and losing a match. That's
yeah.
So yeah, of course, the Good Brothers won at their TNA tag titles. That was a thing. So then we get a Camille promo where she's talking about she's gonna beat up Layla Hirsch. And everybody just like collectively wet their pants. Like, oh my god, Camille is so hot. I was like, okay, all right, that's the thing. So then we get QT Marshall, and he's out there with Tony Schiavone, and Tony Schiavone's out there, and he's like, Tony, your son wants to wrestle. So the big Brody-looking dude grabs Tony's son, and he brings him in the ring. Now, okay, his son scared the fuck out of me.
Okay.
And you know why he scared the fuck out of me? Because if you look at him on a fucking glance, you're like, wait, is that Brody Lee? What the fuck? How is it? He looks like him with the hat on and everything. Like, he has a long beard and he just has the face. He's like, because I looked at him like twice, and I'm like, the fuck is that Brody Lee? Like, I know it's not Brody Lee. Like, that can't be. Like, that's his son, but why does he look like that? It just, you know.
He don't look like Tony, I know that much.
Yeah. And then the Big Show came, and the Big Show, or Paul White, Paul White comes out. Yeah, and that's BS to me. But Paul White comes out, and Paul White's QT Marshall and his little group, they chokeslam one of them. So apparently Paul White might be fighting. This is what gets me about fans, and like, I hate complaining about fans, but like, their idiocy just like, and the recency bias fucking bothers me, because they're like, oh my god, I'll be so awesome with a Big Show match versus like QT Marshall or somebody. Like, I'll be cool with that. When Big Show was elsewhere, they were like, no, don't want to see him wrestle. Never get in the ring again. Don't step foot in the ring. Never again. Like, he should never wrestle. This time, I'm okay with him wrestling. It's like, I don't understand. Recency bias. That's what it is.
Yep.
So they showed Joey Janela beating the shit out of Sonny Kiss, which is probably to a match. I don't know where. I don't know when, but a match. So
I'm guessing probably Rampage.
Yes. So then we get Christopher Jericho versus Wardlow. So Chris versus Wardlow. And Chris and Wardlow going at it. And they're fucking each other up. Chris beats Wardlow. And then, he beats him because MJF tries to throw the ring in there. He goes and gets the ring. And Jericho grabs a bat, which I didn't even know he had a bat. And he jams Wardlow in the chin. He hits Wardlow with the Wardlow effect, the Judas effect. And knocks out Wardlow. Wardlow's done. Then MJF comes in, starts beating him up. And Sammy comes in, and Shawn Spears comes in, and like it's this big kerfuffle. And then Jake Hager comes in at the end. So MJF says, next week, Jericho, it's going to be me and you, and I'm going to take everything away from you. As soon as he said that, I'm like, oh my God, we're going back to a no crowd match. What the fuck? Why are we doing this? Why is this a thing? And the reason I said that because as soon as he said he's going to take everything from him, I know exactly what he meant. And sure enough, he did find a way to strip everything from him, but keep the fans. He said no Judas effect and also no Judas music. So the fans can't sing along, but they are. So, yeah. That's the thing.
They're going to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the music thing's kind of weird to me. The Judas effect thing, I could say that it's been overdone in my opinion, but whatever.
Okay, so why do you not see the fan thing?
Like you've been saying the whole podcast. I don't care. Like, fuck the music. Like, that shouldn't have nothing to do with the match.
Okay. You do know that, like, that's what gives him his strength. So, him beating people, it gives him his strength. Like, when he's down and out and the fans start cheering for Jericho, he bounces back and he gets stronger. And he goes because they fucking cheered for him and they made him stronger. And that's why he's able to do what he does. Like,
they can't cheer for him without the music?
Yeah, but it's not going to be the same because, like, they're taking away the thing that made Jericho.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So everybody has been asking, where is Hangman Adam Page, and why has he not been around? What's going on? Like, why did they just get rid of him? Like, Page is about to have a baby. Like, relax, guys. He's about to have a baby. He wants to be home with his family. He even was like, yo, thanks for people respecting my privacy, blah, 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 yada, 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 whatever. And it's like, dude, like, all right, cool. Like, I have no problem with that. Well, I had no problem with that in the beginning, but, like, didn't really, say anything. But that's the thing.
People seem to forget that too, that his wife was pregnant.
Yeah. So Kira Hogan wrestled in the AEW Dark match. That's the thing.
Okay.
So, and well, not AEW. We're gonna go to WWE. So Becky said she'll be back in the fall, which is literally 2 months away. So anytime soon, just expect Becky to show up right before Survivor Series. So that's the thing.
Cool.
And Keith Lee. Like, all right. Everybody's been wanting to know what happened to Keith Lee. Keith Lee told what happened to Keith Lee. Keith Lee caught COVID. It was like, oh, Keith Lee had COVID. Well, Keith Lee had COVID, and he was trying to stay away from everybody, and he was trying to make sure that he was fine, and he wasn't going to anything bad. So this was right before the Royal Rumble. Right before then. And he's doing all of this. Mia Yim is trying to stay away from me. She's like, nah, I can't do that because this is my husband. I love him. I have to make sure he's fine. So she goes and tries to take care of him. She catches it. So she gets taken out of the Royal Rumble. So Mia Yim's going for the Royal Rumble. So they both bounce back. Keith Lee returns in February, like, all right, I'm back. I'm ready to go. And they're like, all right, we have to do physical tests because we don't know how the COVID works. Keith has inflammation on his heart because of COVID. And they're like, yo, you can't do anything crazy because you could just die. Just like that. So
No
Keith
working
like,
out, no nothing.
none of it. Keith's like, all right. I'm just going to sit here. Keith Lee sat there for as long as he could. And they was like, all right. And they went to like 10 doctors. And his heart was inflamed. So he sat out for a couple of months and the inflammation went away. And they said, you could get back to action. You could get back to lifting. You could get back to normal work. And that was Keith Lee's story. That's why Keith was going. So I'm glad that Keith is okay. I'm glad that Keith is fine. And that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Because I knew something was wrong. I didn't want to guess and speculate. But I knew something was wrong. And once we found out what was wrong, it was like, oh, yeah, that was bad.
Mia Yim's a good wife too.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Thank God she's good too.
Mm-hmm. They're both good, and
Yeah.
hopefully she'll be back to work soon. So that's the thing, because he's back to work, so hopefully she'll be back to work.
Yeah.
Unless she takes the Candace route. And we have a new gimmitless baby. Which I wouldn't be mad at. I would not be mad at it at all.
Nah, that would be awesome.
It would be sweet and dope, and I would love it.
Yeah.
She could also wrestle, even when it's fine with me. Even when it's fine. Like, it's fine. But yeah, that's that was that. Rampage. Back to AEW. Rampage.
Yeah.
So that Rampage thing was also a thing.
Was it thing?
So, what did you think about Rampage?
I would have given it a pass if we were already like halfway through. I guess you could call it a season or whatever, but it's the first ever show. So this should have been mind blowing, and yeah, like it ain't it, Chief. It ain't.
Okay, well that's crazy. All right. So yeah. It started off with everybody having collective amnesia and idiocies piling up into a ball of contentious jerkness where everybody forgot that in a promo, which fucking Christian said, I'm going to face Kenny Omega in the first match on Rampage. Everybody's like, oh my God, they're having a world title match first. Oh. I'm like, oh, dude. Fuck.
He said that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, the fuck, like he said that. He fucking said it. So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't in shock. The funny thing about it is, like, I fucking knew that this match was happening. Also, I knew the outcome of this match because there was no other way for this match to happen without this outcome. There was no other way for this match to happen. And I know people are like, well, he could have won with a count out. He could have won with a this or a that. He could have won with a roll up or a da-da-da-da-da or a cheating thing. Anything could have happened. You don't know. Like, or he could have beat him and then like they could have built to the rematch. Or there's no rematch. We don't know. We don't know what's happening. We don't know. It's like, bitch, it makes a more compelling story. No one really gave a shit about the Christian Kenny Omega match. Nobody gave a shit about it. Now Christian actually beats him in a match, steals one of his fucking titles. Now it's like, okay, we actually care a little bit. And first of all, it's a brand new show. Why wouldn't they have a title change on the show? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get some of you people, and like, especially some of you fucking journalists who be like, oh, we know everything, and then fucking forget how wrestling works. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, you fucking say, like you say all the time, oh, you guys don't understand wrestling. You guys don't understand wrestling. When it's something simple in fucking wrestling. Simple in fucking wrestling that is fucking a science. A real fucking science in every fucking company and everywhere in the world. You wouldn't think the fucking AEW would do it. I don't fucking understand it. Like, you fucking bitch and complain about all the shit that every other company does. And when it's just you're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking stupid. And then when you see it happen, you're like, oh my God, that was the right call. How the fuck wasn't it not the right call? It's literally wrestling science. It's literally wrestling science. Stuff that you cover. Stuff that you spend your whole entire life covering and making people pay for no fucking reason when you're just a fucking asshole. Like, it is legit fucking wrestling science. It's like, not, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. So, I'm just gonna stop bitching because I don't give a fuck about any of you. I don't care. Like, you people aren't worth my fucking time, and I'm gonna stop wasting my breath on you. So fuck you. And Christian beat Kenny because of a distraction. He hit him with the kill switch on a chair, and Christian is now the Impact champion.
Yeah, the match in itself kind of sucked. Everybody talked about how good it was, but let's be honest, it sucked. Only like two good parts to me, and it's really minor. Brian Hebner was the referee, the Impact referee, and they remembered the fact that the TNA title goes with that. So not only did he take one belt, he took two.
Yes. So you were supposed to talk about Impact and stuff that happened in Impact. So
yeah, like
let's talk about that.
Nothing really like major. Like, first of all, something that goes into this, they had I want to say it was a 20-man battle royal, even though it didn't appear like it was a 20-man battle royal. Mm-hmm. And fucking the winner would have a future title match at Emergence, I want to say, the next pay-per-view for the Impact Championship, either Kenny Omega or Christian Cage, which now we know is Christian Cage. That one ended up being Brian Myers. So now we're gonna have Brian Myers versus Christian Cage. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it's really funny because you were talking and you said like the last three people, and one of them were Brian Myers, and you kept talking and you kept asking me who's gonna win, and I just kept getting silent, because this match happened like months ago and Brian Myers did win. And I was curious to know why that happened. Something else that bringing up Impact that made me talk about it was we're gonna get to that in a minute.
The Kira Hogan thing?
No, she worked dark, but we're gonna get to that thing in a minute. Okay. So back to Rampage. So Christian is celebrating after the title win, and he's in the back with his boys, and they're talking about stuff, and he's hyped, but right behind him that nobody's paying attention to is fucking Orange Cassidy. And he's just standing there. Not saying a word, not moving. Orange Cassidy's just there. It's like, okay. Orange Cassidy's just there. That's
you can tell her.
Yes. So then we had a Fuego del Sol or Alfredo del Sauce promo, and he's talking about how much he wants this, and the whole time I'm yelling at Renegade back and forth like, dude, how the fuck is he not signed? How is he not signed? He's been wrestling for like 2 years. They're like, no, he's not signed. I'm like, Alfredo del Sauce has not been signed this whole time? Nope. And I'm just angry. And then they say, from Mobile Alabama. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Fire this guy. Like, he's not even Spanish. Fire him. That's how I felt. But he took on Miro. He started beating up Miro in the first few minutes. And then Miro beats him, of course. So as that's happening, he's standing in the ring trying to survive. And then a real Spanish person comes out, Sammy Guevara with Tony Khan. And Tony Khan's like, hey, listen, I have this big contract right here, and I'm giving it to you. So you can give it to your best friend, like Alfredo del Sauce. And Sammy comes down and says, Alfredo, you're now all elite wrestling. And he said, me the sauce? Yes, you're the sauce. So that happened.
If he starts doing a Juventud Guerrera gimmick and like starts calling him the sauce, I'm blaming you and Jericho. As you're saying that, I'm picturing that shit.
Oh, come on. Like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. It'll be fun. It'll be real fun.
The sauce is sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. So, yeah. That was a thing. So then they have this thing where Darby and Sting are in the rafters, and they're like, oh, Sting returned to the rafters with Darby. Now they're up there, and they're talking about Darby and the best of the world, setting up for next week in the United Center in Chicago with, well, a guy that we'll mention a lot about later. So that happens. So then we get a Britt Baker and what is her name? Red Velvet. They're getting a little back and forth between them with Mark Henry, and then they have the match. The main event of the show, they have a match. This match, it started out good. It got a little bit better, but it was like it started out good, got a little bit better. But it was a couple spots in there where like Red Velvet once again just proves like she just doesn't care about her own well-being. Because she did a kick out and like she wound up on her head, and there was no reason for her to wind up on her head. And it's like, dude, are you okay? Like, you almost broke your neck. Like, I said this before. I don't want you to fucking get injured and be out because like you could be a star. So like, let's not do it.
And she did that like 3 times, by the way.
Yes. And then she put Britt in the lockjaw. Britt lockjawed her, and Britt won. And once again, here goes the journalists and everybody going, that was the right call because you shouldn't beat somebody in their hometown. It's like, dude, it's fucking AEW. They're not going to fuck this up. Like, why do you keep saying dumb shit? Like, I know that you're like everything that you do is just basically taking shots at WWE, but like by now, no one's like, oh my God, like, I can't believe AEW would do this. They're like, they could have fucked this up. There's no way they could have fucked this up. There was no way they could have fucked this up. There's nothing about this they could have fucked up. So Britt wins. Britt hits the Adam Cole move in the match, which a lot of people skimmed over because like a lot of people don't pay attention. It was an Adam Cole move, and it was like that was random, quote unquote. And it was like, oh, okay, that's okay. So then Britt's beating up Red Velvet, and I'm just like, all right, this person has to show up because this one person needs to show up because of what happened on Dynamite. And the one person was Chris Statlander. She had to show up because it's like the way that they were talking about Chris Statlander, the way she won the match and everything that was going on with her, it was like, that's not just a fuck around. That's the number 1 contender.
Yeah. So
she came in, beat the shit out of Britt, and just as she beat the shit out of Britt, Becky Lynch shows up. And literally, like, 90% of the people who saw this person was like, Becky? Even me included. First thing I thought in my mind was like, Becky? And then, like, we got a good look at it. It was like, oh no, that's Jamie Hayter. Like, she looks just like Becky. And once again, here goes the fucking journalist on the internet. Ha! Fuck you, NXT UK. And it's like, she had a tryout. Things didn't go the way that they did. She's back in AEW. If you didn't remember, she was there before. She's back in AEW. So Jamie Hayter has now aligned herself with Britt Baker, which it's been a lot of aligning of women that like, this is gonna, I don't think y'all go together, but we'll see how this works out. Because we're gonna get more into that in a little bit.
I guess faction now, I guess, right?
Yeah, it was like, the fuck is like, that was so weird. That was so weird.
Yeah.
I loved it, but like, it was so weird. So yeah, that was the first edition of Rampage. So yeah, that was a thing. So, before we get into SmackDown, I wanted to bring up something.
Okay.
NXT. Yeah, remember I said I was going to talk about something on Impact, now to NXT? David Finlay. David Finlay wants to go to NXT. And I know people are like, wait, but he has the Impact job and he works for New Japan. Well, that's the problem. He can't get back into Japan. And he's really mad that he's like, I can't get back into Japan and I want to wrestle. Yeah, I'm wrestling for Impact, but I want to wrestle for my company. I want to wrestle for New Japan. And they're like, well, you can wrestle on Strong. Yeah, but I'm not having the fun that I want to have in Japan. So that's leading me to think of, I want to go to NXT. So it's the funny part about it is like, he won't be a lost cause in NXT. His dad's right there. And everybody loves his dad, including Vince himself. So he's not going to be a lost cause, even though NXT is in complete shambles with what I'm about to talk about. But it's like, yeah, he's like definitely there. So before I get into the NXT thing, I want to give you a scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have your girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. Your girlfriend is like the greatest thing in the world. And your best friend goes, hey pal, I want to use your girlfriend to get this really smoking hot chick that I like. It's like, okay, I want to get her. I want to take her out. Okay, sure. I tell you to set your girlfriend up. Your girlfriend fails miserably. She feels completely, utterly miserable. She just goes, I can't make her be friends, which means I don't get her and I lose the girl that I want because your girlfriend can't close the deal. So go, you know what? Fuck his girlfriend. I tell you all of these rumors. I fucking start planting shit where you think she's cheating. I start making you believe that she's just the worst human being in the world. And I get in your head and I break things down. And I do stuff behind your back that you have no idea. And you believe all of this shit because you're like, fuck, like maybe she's cheating. But then you know that that's your girlfriend, but you're hearing all this stuff behind your back because you're not seeing it. And everything is falling apart because of me. I'm breaking your whole entire relationship with this girl down. And you don't know that I'm doing it because I'm angry because I didn't get the girl that I want. I lost her. So I'm breaking everything down. I'm stripping everything from your relationship so it falls apart and it's done and it's dead and you have nothing. I'm doing that. Now, does that seem like a good thing to do to somebody? Especially somebody you love? Yeah, that's like, that's really fucked up. Well, that's exactly what's happening in NXT because Vince McMahon is literally killing NXT behind Hunter and Sean's back. Both of them have no idea what's happening. When everybody got fired, you know how they found out that everybody was getting fired? When they got a text back from John Laurinaitis, when they were like, yo, why did Bronson Reed just say he was fired? Oh, he's released. We cut him. What? We had to... Yeah, no, too late. He's gone. But why? Nah, man, fuck it. He's gone. What about... Wait, I'm getting all these texts. Why do... Yeah, no, we fired them. They're gone. I have no idea. Wait, I have storylines with these people, so I don't care. They're gone. But no, they're gone. The fuck? Like, how? Yeah, you didn't win that war. And it's like, that's not my fault. No, it's your fault. Everything is your fault. You didn't win that war. So yeah, we're taking everything from you. We're fucking your shit up. And it's like, oh, okay. But then you also have bitches. Very bitches. And I don't mean women. I mean bitches. I mean little scared pussy bitches in the fucking building of fucking Connecticut going, yo, Triple H ain't shit, yo. He ain't shit. NXT ain't shit. We need to get rid of it. Yo, NXT is bad. But do you want to know why these motherfuckers are like, oh, we got to get rid of it and fuck NXT and all of this shit and sabotaging NXT? You want to know why? You know why? Because they know as soon as Triple H takes power, they're gone. Because they're not worth shit. They're not worth fucking shit.
Like a John Laurinaitis and all of them.
Yes, and they all want NXT to die because it proves one thing to Vince and everybody. It goes, Hunter can't run this company. Look what he did to NXT. And every time, everybody has been saying that for years and years and years. Look what he's done to NXT. Look how bad he's run NXT. And every time, it's because he's getting pieces taken away, things getting broken from him. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's the booking. He's getting things slowly behind the scenes. Look, him and Sean have been fucked royally. They have been screwed because of fucking Vince and people in power that are telling Vince, we need to kill it. Kill this one thing that literally proves that Hunter was a great successor. And you want to know how it proves it and people are so quick with recency bias? Since 2014 until 2019, until when AEW arrived, the Booker of the Year every year for those years was Triple H. Triple H was the Booker of the Year. Everybody voted him Booker of the Year. Best promoter. Booker of the Year. And these are the times when fucking New Japan was fucking on fire. The best American promotion was fucking NXT. It's like, huh? How? And then soon as fucking Tony Khan shows up and they're like, whoop, fuck Hunter. And that was it. That was the end of them from a fan perspective. And because WWE tried to move him against Tony, Hunter's done. Hunter's done. I'm just going to put this out there. If Hunter had the time, money, and resources, he could go up against a Tony Khan. And I know you're like, well, they had the time, money, and resources. Yeah, they only had a finite time, money, and resources. The thing that was being fucked with them is Vince coming in and saying, well, you got to book week to week instead of long storytelling like you always do. You got to fuck this up. But I can slip it. You can slip it in there, but like we have to go head to head because we don't know what they're doing. So it's going to be seat of the pants booking. But no, fuck it. You have to do this. It's like, okay. Yeah, the matches were great. Yeah, some of the stories were kind of all right. But it was more of a push to stop them and fuck NXT at the same time. So if he would have won, which damn near impossible because of things with Vince, we could have had an actual NXT AEW battle. And I don't mean just like a battle of timing. I mean a literal, I'm opening the door. Let's cross that forbidden multiverse. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can do it. It would have happened. It would have happened in NXT, in AEW, a crossover event. Because if Hunter was in his right mind, with his right faculties and fucking everything behind him, there's nothing you could have did. Like Vince couldn't even fucking outbook him. There was nothing you could do. Vince had more power because he was on top and everybody knows him. You let Hunter fucking rule this shit, wrestling would have been a fucking magical place, and WWE would have been included in a magical place. But such is life. He got fucked. So yeah, that's the thing.
You gotta admit, he worked magic with like all the screwing he'd been like getting shafted this whole fucking time. So props to him for that, at least, you know?
Yeah. But since we're speaking of fucking, Smackdown.
Good transition, by the way.
Yes, Roman and John Cena. So words would not describe how this came across. And there's a lot of shitters because they're shitters of WWE, but this came across to the point where like I had more people from that were like middle stands and like, you know, some AEW sexuals. I'm using that term just like as a blanket dumbass statement. It's not real. But like they were literally like they said what? That was literally their fucking things. Because Roman talked to John and Roman was like, John, you're good, you're all of this. He was like, but missionary for 20 years, like it's not good. Even Nikki Bella left. It's like, bro, what? It's like, what? It was like, okay. That hit me right in the head. I was like, okay, that was a little bit much. And like at that point, Cena just turned around and was like, fuck it, the gloves are off, kid. It's like there's no running now. You took the gloves off. It was just that bad. Cause he turned around and be like, yo, for 10 years you've been here and you ain't did shit. He was like, they put you with the Shield. Seth Rollins is doing nothing, and you ran Dean Ambrose out the company. And I was like, literally speechless. Like, bro, you didn't have to say that. And then he goes, I'm gonna beat you. 1, 2, 3. And at the Liberty Center, I felt hop over the railing and leave and blow you a kiss. About 10 people in the audience caught what he just said, and the home caught what he said. Soon as he said, I would hop the railing, my mind immediately was like, yo, is he really saying this right now? Is he really saying this? And then when he said he'd hold the title and he did the pose and blew him a kiss, I was like, they do know that he's on the other channel next week. Like, they know this, right? And the part about it, right? This is the part about it that fucks me up and makes me like know that everybody was completely baffled in this whole entire segment, because this is the part where they should have been chanting CM Punk and nobody uttered a word. That means Cena had them eating up the palm of his hand so hard that the point where they should say something crazy, they were so baffled they couldn't open their mouths to say it. And I'm like, bro, what? That was the perfect time. Like, literally, like, anybody in their right fucking mind, you do that right at that moment, it was like a perfect storm. But it literally was like, we're so shocked that he literally went these routes, we can't even fucking talk. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, this is crazy.
That's the only reason I give the crowd a pass for that, because that was the perfect opportunity for the CM Punk chant.
Yes, it was so perfect. And like, and the bad part was like Cena kept going. Like, he talked about beating him 1, 2, 3 like minutes later, and he just kept going. It was like 2 minutes more of the story. But the part about it was nobody chanted CM Punk, and everybody was into this. And everybody that I know was just like, yo, they on fire tonight. Like, this is deeper than I thought. I didn't think they were going to go here. And they went there. They fucking went there.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
Me too, 100%.
So after that, we had King Nakamura versus Apollo. Whoa. Cruz. So they're having a match. All of a sudden, Rick Buggin-Duggins starts playing the guitar. Ref's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't like that shit. So as he's kicking him out, fucking Commander ZZZ gets in the ring, and the ref's like, dude, get the fuck out of here, you big, tall idiot. So he leaves. So it's just Nakamura and Apollo Crews. The match goes on for like 3 more minutes, and Nakamura hits him with the Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3, new Intercontinental Champion. And everybody's celebrating. Fucking Pat McAfee is standing up, like chilling, and like all of this stuff is going down. So I don't know. Here's the thing. Adam Cole? And I know you're like, wait, how the fuck did you get there? Well, let's see. Face Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Great. Adam Cole could be a heel. Well, I mean, that makes sense, but like, there's nothing else to go there. Pat McAfee loved Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, where are you going here? Oh, that's right. Adam Cole hates Pat McAfee. Oh, that makes sense. You strip things down to the bare bones and take that to another fucking level and put that here and have Adam Cole win the fucking Intercontinental Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura and like have the feud be over like something dumb like that, and then be like, that's a thing. That's a thing. That is a very good thing.
Yeah.
So then we had the Street Profits versus American Canadian Alpha Flex, whatever. The match was bad. The match was bad. Fucking Montez Ford tried to do a dive on the outside, the ending of the match, to fucking ball of jelly, and the jelly just like didn't even catch him. Ford almost died. They got the win anyway, but like, Jesus Christ, fucking catch him, jelly motherfucker.
The name of the move is called a suicide dive. It doesn't mean literally try to commit suicide.
Well, if I'm not catching you, you will commit suicide. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So then we literally have the Joker in the fucking TV studio yelling at them to do this thing that I want you to do. Do it. And it's like, okay, you're way too Joker. And Seth Rollins comes out, he's doing the dance and he's laughing, and it's like you're totally the Joker. At the same time, I'm talking to Renegade at the same exact time. Every time I say something about Joker, Seth Rollins laughs. And it's like, dude, stop. Just stop. Just please stop.
Joker.
So,
that's the way it goes.
So he's talking about Edge, and then he shows this video. Now, this video is just like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind because the video is about Edge and him, how they're similar and shit like that. So it starts off the video of how Edge came in a 3-man group with Gangrel and Christian, and it's like, okay, like they're literally showing like footage of Christian. They're not even shying away from it. And I'm like, Seth was part of the Shield. Yeah, they're not gonna show. They show Seth, fucking Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose, and it's like, it's just, so at this point, it's like, are you not like, are you just going fuck it? We're going balls to the wall, or are you going, we're not fighting back and we're gonna help, or is it the fact that we're just like, fuck it, we don't care? Because the point that I mentioned, that I forgot to mention, was during the Kenny Omega Christian match, because I wanted to bring this up here, was Jericho like mentioned WWE and said WWE clear as day. It's like, what? But the funny part about it was earlier in the day on his Instagram post, he posts, guys, are you ready for WWE Rampage? What? Like, what? That's like, the weirdness is like, it's literally just like, this whole night had just pure synergy between the two companies. And I don't think it was intended, but it was weird. It was weird.
Two companies that not supposed to have that synergy either.
Yeah, they're literally supposed to hate each other. And it's like, this is weird. This is just weird.
Like if it was between AEW and Impact, okay.
Yeah.
But not them.
And also, I just want to point out, and I know people that like aren't paying attention and no one gives a shit because no one really cares about this stuff. But if WWE posts one more CM Punk, John Cena, or random CM Punk somebody match leading up to CM Punk signing to fucking AEW, I'm just gonna scream because this has happened more than once when somebody from WWE jumps ship. WWE goes, oh, we're just gonna play their YouTube videos before they sign and just let you know that this is happening. Like, bitch, like, stop doing that. That's so weird.
I noticed that too.
It's so fucking weird. So then we have the Mysterios. Rey Dominic versus the Dirty Dog Dastardly Heels. So they're having this match, and Dom's about to go for the 619, and the Usos get on the screen and they're like, hey, is anybody go for the 619? They try to distract them. Dom still gets the pin, and they still talk shit. It's like, oh, okay, what the fuck? So
you talk shit after like you feel that what you tried to do.
I don't know. And once again, WWE goes, they're playing to hype up the John Cena Roman Reigns match. They hype up the match and they go right back to this fucking Cena CM Punk line. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is happening? So then they show a commercial for heels, which is the fucking show that CM Punk is in. And it's like, I don't understand. Like, do they love Punk this much? Like, what is happening? Like, it just got so weird.
Conspiracy.
Yes. Speaking of conspiracy, Bartender Cabron comes out. Bum-ass bartender, as Pat McAfee would call him. And he's in the ring, and he's broke, and he's asking for money, and he's like, hey, get everybody give $1,000 out here. And he has the little chip thing on the phone, and Michael Cole goes, you can swipe a card on the phone? And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking boomer. You are a fucking boomer. You are officially a boomer. Like, have you never been anywhere where somebody hooks it up to their phone, you swipe your card, and it's literally the same thing? Like, you're a fucking boomer. You're such a fucking boomer. So that was a thing. Then Kevin Owens was like, can you just stop bitching? He's like, stop asking for money. Just stop bitching. And bartender goes, you give me $1,000. And Kevin's like, okay, I'll give you $1,000 if you can beat me. So they have a match, and Kevin beats bartender. But the thing is, bartender loses. He can never, ever beg for money again. And well, he didn't because he lost. But here's the funny thing about that. It's really funny. If you listen to what was said, it makes everything even funnier. So, you can never beg for money again. They go in the back. Big E is signing autographs. And bartender steals money in the bank and runs away. Doesn't this seem really fucking odd? Because he said, you can never beg for money. So he just took money in the bank.
He stole it.
Yes. So yeah, that's the thing. So then we have a fucking contract signing between the main event, the contract signing between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. So the contract signing starts. Sasha comes out looking like a gazillion bucks, and Bianca comes out looking great as well. So they both get to the ring. They're going back and forth, and Sasha's about to sign it, and she's like, I can't sign it. I need some witnesses. And Michael Cole's like, well, everybody's out here. Like, there's witnesses here. No, Sasha, because Sasha is Sasha, she has new recruits who are Zelina Vega and Carmella. And it's like, I didn't know that this was okay, but this is okay. I like it. So they both sign a contract. Bianca gets beat up, and Sasha puts her in the bank statement with her braid on the table, and then she stands over her like, who's the last person she did that with? Like she did with Becky Lynch in NXT. Very similar.
Okay.
But yeah. That was Smackdown. So, anything else you want to say about the shows and stuff?
I enjoyed like the fucking contract signing, whatever. The fact that she used her hair and all that.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully, she uses it like during the match. No.
Hopefully, yes. It was a lot of things, and so I don't know how I feel about this right now because, like, I guess this is more or less recency bias with me, and the fact that the way Cena said what he said. Part of me wants to go, Roman is winning, hands down, nothing you can do. Roman's keeping that title. It seems like the right thing to do. But the petty bitch in WWE feels like they're going to be like, oh, Ric Flair's gone? We're breaking his record with John Cena. And also, we have John Cena. So he's our champion. Haha, you can't see that. It's like, but we really don't need it to happen. So that's what my initial feeling is right now. But there's something that sparks a thing that leads into something that I had behind me that I was not going to talk about, because if you listen, you would know, okay, this is a thing he was thinking already. Boom. Thought in the back of my head, which if you've been listening to the podcast long enough, you have the same thought before I even say it. Because somebody out there is like, he's talking about the Big E thing, isn't he? Yes. Big E got... So him and Bartender Cabron are going to have a fight. And they're going to have a fight over the briefcase. But Big E's going to win it back, and he's probably going to win it back at SummerSlam. So it's going to be like, well, he wins it back. Well, where could he cash it in on? Well, you mean where? Right there at the main event. Roman beats Cena. He's barely up. Cena gets up again, hits him with the AA. Oh, well, he's down. You hear Big E's theme song, you're like, oh shit. Oh shit, wait, what? Big E comes down, Big E gets the win. That's what I'm sticking to. That's what I'm sticking to. Big E gets the win. That's it.
95% with you on it, right?
Yeah.
Here's why I say 95%, right?
Mm-hmm.
The music hitting. I don't know why, like, it shouldn't hit. Like, he should just come out, pin him, be done with it. Remember how it initially was, where, like, you didn't have to wait for the person to get up and all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to wait for nothing. You just, like, cash in, done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
That's what it should be. But for some reason, I feel like that's not what it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be something dumb where you have to... Everything hits and you got to come out and... wait for him to get up. He has to get up. He's going to get up.
They'll have to hit like the big ending and all that, which is like it's fine as long as he win the title and all that. But like I'd rather the surprise, you know. Either way, he wins it, you know. So I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
Now, so a little outside of WWE news because this is actually kind of funny because they have been poking each other back and forth ever since their release. So the Good Brothers have been poking Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga has been poking back. So Tama Tonga, just like Carl, is good friends with Finn. So Finn and Tama took a picture together, and Finn is like the true OG. I mean, Tama said the true OGs. Well, Carl was pissed off, like, fuck you. Wait a minute. Hold up. We're the true OGs. You can't say that. It's literally like they were literally all there at the same time. Like, granted, fucking Carl Anderson was there before Tama. And Tama had on the fucking leopard weird bullshit before he got turned into the bad boy Tama Tonga. Right there. It was right there. So this is a thing. So they're going back and forth and they're just basically challenging each other like, oh, I'm whoop your ass. Oh, I'm whoop your ass. It's on. When I see you, it's on. All right. This is the point that I'm pissed off about. These motherfuckers have been talking about fighting for far too fucking long. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, and it's pissing me off because they keep saying shit, keep poking a bear. And it's like, it's not happening. I just want it to happen and get it over with. And I'm riding with G.O.D., so sorry. That's where I'm riding.
Like at this point, like, it's one of those things when you like, you push it and you push it and you push it. At a certain point, you stop caring. Like it's cool at first, but it's okay. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, dude, we have a fucking like New Japan has its own kind of quote unquote US version of New Japan.
Strong, right?
Do it. Yeah, it's strong. Right there. Do it strong. Well, maybe we want a bigger stage. Fucking ask Tony Khan to do it. Do it there. Like, at this point, it's kind of to me, like, I want to say, Tama is like, nah, fam, I'm good with the fucking AEW shit. Because I haven't seen him interact with the Bucks and say, hey, fuck the Bucks, I want to face them. It's like, nah, he hasn't said shit to the Bucks. He just stopped.
It's going to be a thing since they're quote unquote the best tag team ever.
Yeah, and I feel like there's more to the story. And like I know he did his little fake quote unquote shoot Twitch thing where he was talking about him, but I feel like there's actual more to the story than what we all think about this Tama Tonga and the Bucks beef. I think it's more to the story, but I'm not gonna dig into it because, you know. No, I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
And yeah, so Strong is having a pay-per-view show. The only thing I don't like about the pay-per-view show is supposedly, quote unquote, that Americans have to buy it on Fight TV when we actually pay for the streaming service of New Japan. But you can't stream it in the USA over here. And it's like, okay, whatever. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I will be watching it. I will be paying for it on Fight TV. I will pay for it, even though I pay for the streaming service. But it's cool. Not even care.
It's kind of weird, though.
It's kind of weird, but like I understand what it is. It's like business marketing and shit. Like I get it, but at the same time it's like, yeah. So one of the things in the match, in the show is we're gonna have Ishii versus Moose, which is gonna be a cool ass match. We're gonna have Tanahashi versus the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, which is also gonna be a cool ass match. I don't think Tana's gonna win the title. We're gonna have a tag team match between the Good Brothers and Moxley and somebody. Nobody knows who that's gonna be. I'm betting on Sami Callihan. That's what I'm betting on.
Yeah, because it used to be a team.
Yeah, I'm betting on that. So, and plus, like, it has that little Impact feel to it. So yeah, I'm betting on that. So, and they're having other matches on the show, like Leo Rush versus Tom Lawler. And yes, Leo Rush is kind of out of retirement, but not in retirement, because his arm shoulder surgery got better. One, it got better, and he said, I'm going to finish my New Japan contract. I'm going to finish my contract no matter what. I'm finishing it, and I have dates, so I'm going to finish it, and then I'm retired. And at this point, it's like, dude, that was 6 months ago when you said, I'm going to do this. Now you're about to have this match. There's no reason for you to even retire. Just have the match and just keep going. Just keep going. Like, it's not that deep. Like, wrestle less, keep going. It's fine. It's fine.
Be a part-timer.
Yeah, like, it's not that bad, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. So that's the thing. And I know people are like, wait, you cover New Japan? Yeah, we cover New Japan sometimes because Renegade doesn't watch it, and I just like sometimes like to talk about it.
I watch it on occasion. You're the expert on it, so.
Yeah.
Only ones I really watch is Wrestle Kingdom, and that's like stirring.
Yes. And for people who always go, wow, I got into New Japan at this time, and it's always like way behind me where like when they say, oh, I got into New Japan right around the time Kenny Omega and the Bullet Club were a big thing. And I'm like, wait, what? Like that? What? Like, why? I mean, not why is it, why, but like, why was that your entry point in like New Japan? It was like, yeah, I've never heard of it until then. And then, like, I'd seen Kenny, and, like, he was, like, the best in the world to me. I'm like, wait, so you didn't see when Kenny got signed, and it was, like, the fucking dopest thing for me for, like, a fucking month? It literally, like, I was watching New Japan for a couple of years. Listen, I was watching New Japan for, like, since 2013. I was watching it, like, and this is not the first time I watched it in 2013. This is the first time I was able to watch it consistently in 2013.
Yeah.
Back in '92, I did watch because I was a Buddha fan and I seen the Best of the Super Junior. Yes, I seen all of that. I was around at that time. I was alive. I watched it, so I watched it through tapes. Fine. Back to when I got able to watch it again on Ustream.
I'm just about to point out one of your favorite, your number one favorite wrestler of all time is Ray Moody.
So, I think it was 2015, 2016, around that time. So they make this big deal and they're like, we're signing Kenny Omega. Now, me not knowing his name, first thing I said was, who? And then like they showed footage of Kenny Omega in like his signature green trunks. And I'm like, oh my God, like, wait, that's the dude from DDT and was in the Best of the Super Juniors. And he wrestled a dog and he wrestled a little girl. And I was like, oh my God, that's him. And I was like, oh shit, that's so dope that they signed him. Like, I can't wait for him to wrestle. So the next big show, AJ and the Bucks come down to the ring. Taguchi is standing there. And Taguchi has the new juniors title because he had his first defense. And he's standing there, and they're like, Gucci, you're going to defend the title against the cleaner, Kenny Omega. And it's like, he pulls off his hood, his hair is black and gray, and it's like, what the fuck? I had so much hope for you. Like, literally had so much hope for you when you signed that contract. And now you're this, you're part of the Bullet Club? It's like, no! And not that I hated the Bullet Club, which I hated some members of the Bullet Club. I just wasn't a big, huge fan of the Bullet Club because of the cheating and Americanized stuff. I was more of a regular New Japan fan. And if somebody out there, if y'all don't like Suzuki Gun cheats, they don't cheat like American cheats. They cheat like, I'm going to fuck people up and I don't care who's watching. That's it.
Like, Bullet Club is more NWO-esque.
Yes. And, yeah, like, people was like, yeah, I remember him from this match when he fought Naito. And I'm like, bro, you missed the whole juniors run where he was, like, the hottest motherfucker. And he literally, in the best of the Super Juniors, when it was coming up, was like, I'm so good, I don't have to fight any of you. So I'm leaving. I'm not even going to be in the tournament. Screw you. I'm the champion. I don't have to wrestle in the tournament. And in New Japan, when they have the best of the Super or the G1, the champion usually wrestles. For some reason, Kenny was like, I'm not in it. I'm leaving. Ha ha ha. And it was like, okay. That was the same exact one that Kyle O'Reilly and Bob Fish was in. And he's like, ha ha ha. I'm not in it. Ha. Screw you. It was like, I can't believe you guys have never, like, you Kenny, real Kenny fans or quote unquote Kenny fans have no idea any of this shit. Like, I can't believe it. Can't believe it. But you guys like seeing him like in the middle and was like, ha, Kenny, I love Kenny. I love him. Have no idea what the rest of his history looks like. But like, ha, Kenny, that's my favorite wrestler. And it's like, that's when you got into New Japan. You're like, oh, I'm such a New Japan fan. Such a New Japan fan. Fuck New Japan. I'm AEW now. Fuck you guys. Yay. Yeah.
Like, I remember the DDT stuff, so that shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. But, like, some stuff comes to an end and, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Just like, you know what else comes to an end?
What?
This podcast. So it's at its end, people. We've reached the end. There's no more to talk about. What? You think there's something else to talk about in wrestling this week? No. We're just preparing for next week, which is going to be, well, you know, fuck that shit.